Hello again, everybody. Scotty P here from Baltimore. Happy Thursday to everybody except Aaron Boone. Aaron freaking Boone, Red Sox fans, I get it. Put me through the ringer last night, put us through the ringer last night, but somehow, some way, the Yankees managed to give us a secondary win courtesy of AlgaVision, a secondary selection. The Yankees were a 59% win probability according to AlgaVision and came through with a 6-5 roller coaster comeback up and down victory that was improbable, probable. Seems like you felt like you should have won, you should have lost, and then you should have won, and then you won. And then I'm sure Royals fans feel like they just should have won. But remember, AlgaVision 60% plus, around 60% plus win probabilities are their secondary selections that go out to clients and customers. Primary selections are 70% plus win probabilities. Those are the top level picks. Then we have the secondaries. That's what clients and customers get from AlgaVision. Not every single day, because you only get the best, the only most likely winners from AlgaVision. Some days you may not have a pick, but pretty much every day you get something from AlgaVision. And pretty much for many, many years documented, you're winning 60, almost 65% of the time. Incredible win record over many years. I've been tracking it myself independently for 5 years. I've seen it firsthand. It's all documented. AlgaVision.com, www.algavision.com, ALGA Vision. Go there. You can see the story of the product. You can see all the results. Everything's certified. Everything's documented. Not only an incredible win percentage and great ROI, but complete transparency. That's why I'm here. I don't just talk about the wins. I talk about the losses too, but you can go and see the record of every pick AlgaVision has made over many years. It's all right there for you. Yesterday, the Yankees win as a secondary selection. Sweat all the way to the end. That's 3-1 now for primaries and secondaries since a little bit of a 3-game bump in the road last week. Remember, there were 3 losses in a row. We always tell you, stay the course, stick with AlgaVision, because this is a grind, especially baseball. 162 games every day. If you play it out, if you follow the instructions, if you take AlgaVision's picks over the long term, they're proven to win almost 65% of the time with a return on investment that is just as good or better than many investment opportunities on the market right now. So just stay the course. 3-1 in the last 4, but since May 1st, 29-14, 67.4% for primary and secondary selections since May 1st. Completely unheard of in this industry. It's a one-of-a-kind product. Go to the website, check it out. Give it a shot for a month. The prices aren't going to be cheap forever. Don't miss out. But let's take a look at that game last night. The New York Yankees, Aaron freaking Boone. Are you kidding me? Game starts off on a bad note. Mike King on the mound gives up a 2-run homer to Ryan O'Hearn in the first. Down 2-0 right away. Danny Duffy on the mound for the Royals. He is completely dealing. First start since May 12th. A little bit unusual. Usually pitchers that are injured that long go on a rehab stint. He comes out on the pitch count. And fortunately for us and for Yankees fans, he only goes 2 innings because he gave up 0 hits, struck out 4, left the game with a 1.85 ERA, and frankly gave the Yankees a chance by leaving the game. Not under his, I'm sure he knew that going in, that he was only going to be an opener, basically. So Duffy leaves after 2 innings. You get a parade of bullpen pitchers. You get 6 or 7 pitchers coming in out of the pen for the Royals. Bullpen is not necessarily their strength. It's okay. One of those pitchers had a 7.07 ERA. Another of those pitchers with a 4.45 ERA. In fact, Greg Holland, who ended up giving up the game-winning hit, the game-winning runs in the last inning, was a closer, blew his 4th save of the year. There were 4 blown saves in this game, 3 by the Royals, 1 by the Yankees. Just crazy stuff that you never heard of. The Yankees came back with 2 runs in the 4th to tie it. They fell behind 3-2 in the 8th. And then Odor, the 9th batter for the Yankees, hitting 196, hits a 2-run homer with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the bottom of the 8th to make it 4-3 Yankees. And you're feeling pretty good. Aroldis Chapman's coming in out of the pen, one of the most feared closers for the last decade, throws a billion miles an hour, 2.5 ERA, 16 saves. He's going to close it out. We're going to get the win. But no, he strikes the first batter out looking, gives up a bleeder to Michael A. Taylor for single to center field, gets another strikeout. So now we got 2 outs, and then gives up another kind of cheap hit to right field. We got 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. You're up by 1. Enter Aaron freaking Boone. He intentionally walks the next batter. He doesn't ask Chapman if he wants to walk the batter. He doesn't ask Chapman how he's feeling. He moves the go-ahead run into scoring position and loads the bases for his closer, who was in a pressure situation already. Now it's incredibly high pressure situation. Come to find out, Chapman wasn't on board with the move. And the worst thing you can be as a pitcher, especially a closer, is to not have conviction in what you're doing. He throws 4 straight balls, walks in a run, gives up an infield single, and now you're down 5-4. You do not move the tying, go-ahead, or winning run into scoring position in the 9th inning unless Barry Bonds is at the plate or Babe Ruth. You don't do that for Carlos Santana. He's a good hitter. Chapman throws a million. Nobody wants to step in the batter's box against Chapman. You don't intentionally walk the bases loaded and put that pressure on your pitcher in that situation, especially when he doesn't want to do it. The worst thing a pitcher can do is not have conviction. If he throws a pitch he doesn't believe in a bad situation, he gives up a hit or a home run. You walk a batter that you don't want to walk. You load the bases. 4 straight balls weren't even close. Aaron Boone, what are you doing? What are you doing? So now the Yankees are behind. Well, let's take a look. What did Boone think of his own decision? Check this out. Chapman didn't want to intentionally walk Santana. Aaron Boone, obviously it backfired. Yeah, obviously it backfired. Yeah, genius. It backfired. Felt like it was the right thing to do in the moment. It's not the right thing to do in any moment. Again, Barry Bonds isn't walking into home plate, up to home plate. Babe Ruth isn't alive. You don't do that. We go to the 9th. Greg Holland comes in. Got 3 blown saves. Gary Sanchez runs the count to 1-2. Yankees fans have been down on Sanchez. He's been hot lately. 1-2 pitch, fouls it off, hits a home run. Tie game. Unbelievable, right? The roller coaster. It's unbelievable. I was watching through the game cast on ESPN. I didn't even get to watch the game. It makes it even more stressful because the thing freezes every 5 minutes, and you go the count's 1-2 for like 5 minutes, and then you see a home run. And you're like, well, okay, got a home run. We're going to win, maybe. So at that point, the Yankees have tied the game. Couple more things happen here. Duffy, who had started the games, probably looks sitting in the clubhouse right now going, you've got to be kidding me. Gary Sanchez, everyone's been down on him, hits a home run. Boone makes a crazy decision. But whatever, it's 5-5 at this point right now. And then Giancarlo Stanton comes up for the Yankees, gets a base hit. Feeling pretty good about things. They pinch run for him, thank God. Maybe you get a guy who can steal a base, put a little pressure on the other team. Luke Voigt's been hurt. It's hitting like 200, 212, 215, somewhere along those lines. Wild pitch the runner to second. Voigt comes up, gets a hit. Game over. Win. Money in the bank. Just like that. Always had it, never in doubt. Incredible game, crazy game, lots of crazy stuff. No algorithm. Nobody can predict those types of things. At the end of the day, the Yankees probably should have won the game. In the 9th inning, they had their closer on the mound. They had 2 outs. They had a situation that guy has been in hundreds of times and come through. Aaron Boone, terrible managing decision. Almost cost us the game, almost cost the Yankees the game, but they rally. That could be a galvanizing moment for the Yankees, who have been up and down this year. Big comeback win for them. Just a crazy game that you can't explain. And again, that's why winning 65% of the time is unheard of in this industry, because just crazy stuff that you can't count on happens all the time. Major League Baseball yesterday, favorites were 10-3. The Nationals had a crazy 13-12 win as an underdog against the Phillies. Overall for the year, 617 and 449 for Major League Baseball favorites, 58%. The overs were 7-6. 541 and 523 overs so far this year in MLB. And how about the Atlanta Hawks? They come from behind in the second half as a +8 underdog to defeat the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference NBA Finals, 116-113. The game went over, 225. So far in the playoffs, NBA favorites 45-25 straight up, 40-29-1 against the spread, which is 58%. Home teams are 39-31 overall straight up, and 36-33-1 against the spread in the NBA playoffs. The over-under is tied at 34. Vegas knows what it's doing. Lots of big buildings there. They're right on the number. NBA playoffs, after a year where no defense was played, the total has adjusted. They figured out it's gone 34-34 over and under for the NBA playoffs. The Suns lead. The Suns play the Clippers tonight, leading that series 2-0. The Hawks lead their series 1-0. The Clippers game, the Suns are -1 favorite with Chris Paul back in the lineup. The over-under, the total has gone from 218.5 to 221.5. Again, the Suns lead 2-0. The Hawks lead 1-0. Thank you for tuning in today to this edition of Algalytics. Enjoy the win from last night. Hopefully we'll get another one today. Have a great Thursday. Thank you.